Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Stephon Devereux Show, where you get news, interviews, hot topics, music from around the world, and more. Now here's your host, Stephon Devereux. Stephon Devereux, Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We're back. We are back, and I'm back. Ooh, man. Look, I'm a little upset. But got a lot to get into today. I don't know if you people want to know why I'm so upset, but I don't care. I'm going to tell you today. It's time for me to let loose. As my man Skip Bayless once said about his dude, Tim Tebow, it's time for me to unleash. I'm going to unleash today. I am unleashing all my frustration today. Got you. You know, I was on 8-day ban, 7-8-day ban. Yeah. On social media. Mainly Facebook, because of certain people who don't know how to, well, like myself alone. They don't understand that other people have opinions that differ from theirs. It's like that. It's cool. But how are my people doing? I missed you guys. Because I wasn't going to do a show I couldn't do the show last week. That's how upset I was. I had to take a week off. That's how upset I was. But it's cool. You know what? The great thing about what I do and what we do here at Angry Kids 24/7 Radio is that we're here to entertain you. We're here to have fun. We don't take this stuff seriously because this stuff don't have anything to do with if we live or die. But we got Tims out there who have taken over the world. I love dearly. And that is that world of professional wrestling. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into all of that today. And we're also going to talk about the Pro Wrestling Express show that, oh, man, I can't wait. It takes place this Saturday. PWX returns to the Community Center, 2125 Beacon Street. Yes. Casket match. O'Reilly Chambers puts his title on the line against the Regent Joshua Kavod. Dog collar match. Winner gets a shot at the PWX Television Championship. And as the CEO of PWX, I will say this. It should have never have come down to this. But this man, Thunder Bear, the heart that Thunder Bear has, he's willing to put his shot, his opportunity up for the PWX title, TV title, excuse me. He's willing to put that opportunity up because he has a shot coming up next month. If Sinborn could beat Slice, Sinborn will defend his championship against Thunder Bear. And Thunder Bear said, nope, I'm going to put my TV title shot on the line against Shadow the Clown in the dog collar match because Shadow called him out. But we're going to talk about that later. Want more information? Go to bit.ly/PWX October for more tickets. So let's get into the show. Okay, so as you can see, the title of today's show is Tony Khan. Tiny is what my friends call him. Tony Khan and the Tims have taken over, and they have. This past week, we had a lot, well, actually, the past 2 weeks, we've had a lot of talk from this guy. This guy who's been out here running his mouth for a long time. And some people are starting to say, hey, look, dude, just relax, calm down. You really, you're doing some things, but, bro, you're not doing what you're doing. My man Vince Russo said this already. Shout out to Vince Russo. Had a nice little conversation with him online this past week. That's my man. Yes, I can love Vince Russo and Jim Cornette at the same time. Yes, I can. But Vince Russo's been saying this from day one. He thought it was a work, by the way. The WWE this was a work. AEW, WWE. He thought the whole thing was a work, that the WWE actually owned AEW. I'm starting to believe him. But that's another story. We'll talk about that another time. But this past week, somebody had to put Tiny Khan in his place. And that guy was Eazy-E Eric Bischoff himself. When he pretty much told dude to shut the F up and just wrestle. Put on a good show. T's been saying it. Vince Russo's been saying it. Jim Cornette was saying it for a long time. But you know what, though? Listening to Jim Cornette and Brown these past few weeks, I'm just saying. Come on, that Kool-Aid ain't that. It's not that strong. That Kool-Aid is not that strong, Mr. C. You know, I love you to death. I respect you. You got one of the greatest professional wrestling minds on this planet. But I don't believe that you're drinking the Kool-Aid. Unless it's being papered. Oh, we're not going to get into that. I'm not making accusations. But my man Eazy-E Eric Bischoff snapped on Tiny Khan. Now, I kind of believe it's a work. These dudes been going back and, I'm just saying, if you go back to what Eric said, which I would play, but I don't want to get into new situations with copyrights and stuff. I hate that crap. Would play what Eric said. Just go to his podcast, 83 Weeks. Go check it out. And go listen to it. Go read what Tiny Khan said. Don't listen to it because his voice is so goddamn annoying. Read what Tiny Khan said. I did that. You did nothing, you bum. Oh, because you're able to beat the WWE 18 to 34 male demographic by a daggone sliver. Probably the dude. Tiny, you have sort of long hair. You beat the WWE by the root of said hair. That's how tiny the margin was in the 18 to 34 male demographic. Where's the women? Are you beating them there? Oh, okay. Right. Because women are really going to be lining up to be watching AEW because, they believe that AEW got the, best looking guys. Because that's something I've never read on Twitter. I'm on Twitter a lot. Thank you, Twitter, for looking out for me last week during my ban of that one social media platform that everybody gets banned on for stuff that all you got to do. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. When you're bragging about things like that, but you was bragging before how you was just going to beat them up. You was going to demolish them. Oh, you're a last half hour against our top half hour. Who's going to be? Bruh, y'all need to stop. And I agree with Eric Bischoff. When this dude sat here, and I was ready to cuss, when this dude sat here and said that he's smarter when it comes to pro wrestling compared to Ted Turner, you effing mark. This is the problem with you, Tims. Show me. Prove to me. You know what Ted Turner did with pro wrestling? He made a lot of money. You know what you're doing with wrestling? You're losing. Oh, well, we have to put money in a video game. You're putting money in a video game. Well, we do know that most of your fans are video game players. We know that. They ain't out there getting no booty. They don't got no life. We know that already, Tiny Khan. So, of course, you got to play to your demographic. Grown-ups are not watching your product. Grown-ups. It's okay to have children. But we'll get into that another time, Tiny Khan. But when you sat here and said that you're smarter at pro wrestling than Ted Turner, man, dude, you've got some balls. Actually, from what I heard, you got no nuts. Because if you had nuts, this company, the Titanic that you're running right now, called AEW, it is a Titanic. It looks beautiful on the outside, but that is going to hit that iceberg. That iceberg is called Vince McMahon and the wrestling audience, the real wrestling fans, not these damn Tims who go on social media and they find ways to get you banned because you got a different opinion than theirs. Now, I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. The problem with you, Tims, and the problem with Tiny Khan is Tiny Khan reminds me of a guy that we should know a lot about. And I like this guy, okay? I didn't like some of his politics, but I really didn't care because I don't like no one's politics. It's none of my business. But the one thing that I liked about Trump was, goddamn it, man, Trump was entertaining as hell. This guy, Tiny Khan, you think this guy think he's Trump now. He could go out there and do every press conference every interview that he wants for podcasts, and he goes on Twitter and he says stuff that just, dude, are you smoking crack? Are you popping shrooms? You're chewing on something, peyote? Like something. You're doing something out here, bruh. And yes, every Wednesday night, when Dynamite is on Wednesday nights, now it's Saturdays, no one's watching it because they have a life. Wednesday nights, Dynamite reminds me of a goddamn going NA meeting. Never been to one, but I know about them. That's what AEW reminds me of. Hi, my name is Tony Khan, and I'm an AEW addict. Ooh, am I being brutal? I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm done with these people. This cult-like mentality. I'm done with them. I don't give a daggone anymore. I'm not holding back. And if you AEW fans who are not in this category of Tims, toxic, idiot marks, then you need to start shutting these people down. The same thing that we used to say about the Trump supporters who were just nuts. Not the smart Trump supporters, like family members of mine. No, those were smart people because they got tired of, some of his mouth too. But Tiny Khan, oh my God, bro. He think he's Trump now. This dude's out here buying media. He got to get those articles up. Buying them good articles. Forbes, Variety, Dave Meltzer. Yeah, he's buying Dave Meltzer too. You can't say he's not. I honestly believe that he and Dave Meltzer were the secret bookers Dave Meltzer is actually, remember how people back in the day used to say that Vince Russo was the booker of TNA and the management would say, oh, no, he's not, but low-key he really was. At least the product wasn't bad in my opinion. But that's what Dave Meltzer's doing right now with AEW. He is the secret booker. Oh, if he's not, prove to me that he's not. I'm just saying, this is my opinion. I go on that social media platform that's called Bookface. I go in there, and you know what they're going to do? They'll sit there, those Tims, they'll sit there, oh, that's a lie. Flag for line. Like, really, bro? To be struck a nerve with these people because let me tell you why we struck a nerve with them. We struck a nerve with these Tims. We struck a nerve with Tiny Khan because they know that this crap that they're putting out here is trash. They know it now. They understand it is trash. You can buy any superstar you want that Vince don't want. And if Vince don't want them, yeah. That's like when the LA Rams let go of their quarterback this past year, Jared Goff, to get Matthew Stafford. If one of the brilliant minds in professional football right now, Sean McVay is saying, no, I don't want them here. You can take them and just give me your guy. Something ain't right with that quarterback. He went to the Super Bowl with these dudes. Thank you. This brainwashing mission that these guys are on now. Oh, it's so sad. It is just so sad. It is just so sad. Starting to feel a little better now. Starting to feel a little better now because this is my therapy to go off on you toxic internet marks. And Tiny Con, I'm going to just keep saying it. You can't sue me. This is just my opinion. I'm not out here calling. I'm not saying that you're really a tiny guy who cons people. I'm just calling you Tiny Con because, hey, you're in the wrestling business, buddy. You want all the good press? You got to get the bad press with it. Trust me, I know. I've dealt with it. Yeah. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story on how freedom of speech is being taken away from guys like myself. Don't matter. Pro wrestling, man, we even in pro wrestling now, we have no freedom of speech. It's getting bad out here. It's getting bad. But don't worry, I'm having fun. You're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show. Angry Kids 24/7 radio. When I come back, I'm going to tell you that story. And we got a lot more to go. I can't wait. Stephon Devereux Show. Angry Kids 24/7 radio. We'll be right back. Saturday, October 30th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center with McKeesport Havoc. 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open 6:30. Bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for 8. Go to bit.ly/PWX October. We'll see you there. You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 radio. Angry Kids 24/7 radio. How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 radio. Angry Kids 24/7 radio. Stephon Devereux, Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 radio. I want to say shout out to some of the new shows, new programs we got coming to Angry Kids 24/7 radio. One of my favorite shows from my man Tony, Love from Tony, is one of my favorite shows out there on internet radio, FM radio. It's coming to Angry Kids 24/7 radio. I'm very proud to bring that show to the station. And we got some more announcements coming, but we're going to get into that another time. I also want to say shout out to my man, DJ Key. We also got On This Day 80s, new show that's been broadcasting on the radio station for the past couple of weeks. And, we'll have some more information about that. You can go to angrykids247radio.com for more information on that. Angry Kids 247 Radio. .com for more information on that. All right, we back. Stephon Devereux show. Yeah. I'm not a hater. Okay, first and foremost, let's start this off. All right. If you go to my personal page, which is what is it, AK247 Entertainment on Facebook. If you go to my personal page, AK247 Entertainment on Facebook, you'll see I'm not a hater. I'm actually one of the nicest guys, out there. I love people. I truly love people. I'm not a people person as I used to be. You get older, hey, come on, bro. And then I'm not worried about the COVID thing, that's going around, and it's been around forever. I'm sorry to those who have lost family members and so forth, but I have a lot of faith. And, I usually look at the good in a person, before I judge them in any way. I'm just one of those guys. But when you got people who take professional wrestling so seriously to the point to where you have to block people out of your life, it's bad. So here's the story. I got a 7-day for arguing with the Tim. Yes, a toxic internet mark. So last week, Friday morning, there was a post about Tiny Khan, and he was running his mouth about the WWE again, and of course, that's been a big story. So I went on Facebook, I've seen the story in one of the group chats, or one of the Facebook groups. I forgot the name of the Facebook group. There's so many that I'm in. But I sit there, and I said, oh, God, here we go. Can a dude just shut his mouth? So I get some toxic internet mark who responds, and usually I can tell by the way they're going, if they're with me or if they're going to battle, okay, from the first line. I seen the first line. I said, all right, I'll continue. I moved on. So going to, doing whatever I was doing, go back to Facebook. Here, this guy is posting on that were not related to wrestling at all on my personal Facebook page. It is a public profile, okay? A lot of people from around the world get some, look at my profile and so forth and so forth. But this guy was responding because I didn't respond to his comments in the said group chat. He sat there and started responding to other posts that were not wrestling related. I mean, even to the point to where there's a kid that I'm out here, I'm praying for, and I'm getting all my Facebook friends to pray for, and the world, to pray for. It's a young kid named Jameson, and Jameson is a young child with cancer, and he's been fighting cancer for a long time, and I'm getting choked up thinking about my man Jameson. But Jameson, we still praying for you, bro. And he's been giving daily updates on his page. If you go to Praying for Jameson on Facebook, you can find it. But this kid, his parents or whoever's giving daily updates, and I'm sharing the updates, and I'm getting people to pray for the guy and say, come on, pulling through. Come on, Jameson, we're pulling for you, blah, blah, blah. And this idiot, because he's a toxic internet mark. And he says something really disrespectful on that post, and I'm going to get into that. So what I did was I start erasing the post. I didn't block him yet. I started erasing the post. But then there was one post in particular his comments, not the post, his comments. Because I want to erase the post. I just take his comments down. So what I did was one of them, I did a screenshot, put it in the said wrestling group as a post, and said, this is what I'm dealing with from AEW Toxic Internet Marks. You know what they did? You know what this idiot did? He went back and started flagging me on post when I started responding to him, like to leave me alone and so forth. He started flagging me for harassment. The guy who came to my page, running his mouth on my post, decided, I'm going to go flag this guy. And he even said it in the daggone comment section of the group page that we was on, that we were talking, the whole Tiny Khan deal. He said he was going to flag me. So that was early in the morning, about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. Later on that night, I go on Facebook late. It's about 10 o'clock at night. And here I got a 7-day ban because he said I bullied and harassed him But see, Facebook got this so-called oversight committee. After I snapped on every daggone Facebook post or every their comments or the community section that they have, I snapped on each one of them that I could. Each one of them, yes, I did. Then I went to their oversight, and I didn't snap. I laid out my story and told them what happened, and of course they didn't overturn it because, that's what they do. You could go on Facebook and literally bully somebody, and then they respond to you, and they will flag you on Facebook. Damn, this Trump social media thing's actually looking like I need to pop it, but, I'm just saying. Anyway, so what was I supposed to do? Huh? What was I supposed to do? I went back and I started flagging his post and a lot of other posts that I deemed bullying or harassing, harassment towards wrestlers, commenters. It don't matter. See, here's my thing. Facebook want to play this game. They want to play this game of, oh, well, we're trying to protect the people, the victims. Even though the so-called victims are the ones who are out there tossing stones and bricks at everyone else first. Then they run. It's like this. You got a little brother at home, little sister or whatever. The little sister little brother want to start running their mouth, thinking they're big and bad. You pop the little brother in their mouth. The little brother then runs and tells mom. And you get in trouble for popping them. No different than in the NFL. Guy can spit on you. You spit back. The referee see you spitting back. You're flagged. See what I'm saying? That's how it is on Facebook. It's better not to say anything to these marks. It's time to start ignoring these toxic internet marks. It is that bad. It is that bad. It's sad. I'm looking at my notes here, and I'm like, I can't believe this really happened. This is what I mean, though. When people like Dave Meltzer, when people like Tiny Khan get these Tims riled up, that's why I say that Dave Meltzer is the king of the toxic internet marks. King Tim. Dave Meltzer, when I called him out on Twitter, remember, I said, Dave, why are you always riling these fans up? You never did this before. What's the difference now? Of course he blocked me. But I don't go out there, on Twitter or whatever, flagging Dave Meltzer's post for, starting trouble, rallying fans up, getting these guys to argue. That's almost like inciting a riot, in my opinion, on social media at least. But we don't talk about that. All we do is say, oh, you got to let them, it's freedom of speech. Where's my freedom of speech? Where's my freedom of speech? And when all I'm doing is defending myself. That's all. That is all. But these fans don't care. My fault. These Tims don't care. These Tims will destroy you in every way possible if you do not like their... It's not like I'm dissing your girl, bro. I'm not dissing your girl. I'm dissing a guy who does not know how to keep his mouth shut because he's able to play with daddy's money. Where was all this hate when TNA was doing what it was doing? I didn't see those fans do, and TNA had a better product than this crap. I didn't see the hate. I didn't see TNA fans coming at anyone who was dissing them or saying it was WWE light. I didn't see no one say. Where was the hate? People try to compare this to ECW. No, it's not. Those fans were watching good wrestling and knew the storylines were awesome and knew that guys were being pushed the right way. These guys were being pushed so good that damn Vince was setting them up. Eric was setting them up. Speaking of ECW, current tag team said it. There's a company out there that reminds them of ECW, but we'll talk about that in a next situation, next segment. But where? Are you getting all this hatred for anyone who says something? It could be the smallest thing negative about your company. The smallest thing. It's bad. The only person I can say they're getting this hatred from who's stirring the pot is a guy by the name of Dave Meltzer and his booking partner, Tony Khan. It's the only thing I can think of. I can say it on my platform here, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. I can say it here, but I can't say it on Facebook because if I do, I will be banned. You guys have taken over the world, man. You have taken over the wrestling world. You're driving us old fogies out, because I'm past that 18 to 34 demographic. I'm past it. This is why I cannot fight this fight against you idiots anymore, because I got a company to run, companies to run. I can't worry about you marks anymore. Okay, I'm lying. I'm still going to smash you every week. Goddamn right. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. You thought I was quitting. I'm not done yet. We're going to take a break. And we got somebody coming up soon. I'll find out when. We got somebody coming up soon. Yeah. My man, Derek Wayne, Pro Wrestling Express commentator. We're going to talk about the upcoming show this week. Man, I can't wait. This is going to be a huge show, man. I cannot wait. Pro Wrestling Express. Can't wait. But Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we're going to have some news and notes. And then after that, we're going to bring on my man, Derek Wayne, and we're going to talk about the PWX show, the Keysport Havoc. Stephon Devereux Show, we're out. We'll be right back. Saturday, October 30th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center with McKeesport Havoc. 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open 6:30. Bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for 8. Go to bit.ly/PWX October. We'll see you there. You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7. Angry Kids 24/7. How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Stephon Devereux, StephonDevereuxshow, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We're back. Don't forget, man, my man DJ Key, 5 o'clock this afternoon. Ooh, I can't wait, man. On this day, 80s, my man DJ Key, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Go to angrykids247radio.com. And we also got the new show debuting soon, within the next week, actually. Love from Tony. The ladies here, of course, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Ah, man. Therapy was very well. I want to thank my psychologist, you fans, for letting me go off earlier on TinyCon and toxic internet marks who have decided to go to war against me, Stephon Devereux, and my army of myself, because I don't have fans too many. I mean, people don't like me so much sometimes, I think. Anyway, that's another story. Oh, man. But Eric Bischoff, I got your back. Uncle Vince Russo, you know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you in a couple of days. I know you got my back. And I know you're going to want me to continue this mission of stopping the toxic internet marks from trying to take over professional wrestling. They have taken over so far, but we're about to get our business back. Can't wait. We're going to go through some news and notes real quick. And when we come back, we're going to go to a quick break after those news and notes, and we're going to bring my man, Derek Wayne, the new color commentator for Pro Wrestling Express TV. We're going to talk about this week's show, McKeesport Havoc. Yes. Can't wait. Go to bit.ly/PWX October for more information about that. But we'll talk about that next segment. News. Hey, man. What's my favorite Rihanna song? Work, 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 work. Oh, so you're going to sit here and tell me that this Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair thing is not a work? You're going to sit here and tell me it's not a work? They got the people talking about, Becky's going to beat Charlotte up, and guess what? Charlotte's going to go. Okay, hold on. See, let me get into this just a tad bit. See, this is what I mean about the toxic internet marks they sat here and destroyed Charlotte for almost 2 years now. Go to Twitter and check out all the toxic internet marks who back AEW, the ones who were just dissing Charlotte. Now they're back in, Charlotte, she should leave WWE and come to AEW. What are you talking about? Just a month ago, you were dissing her. See what I mean? Cult-like mentality. They'll hate you if you're on the outside, but if there's a chance that you can come in there, oh my goodness, they will bow down to you. They'll coronate Charlotte the Queen. She's already the Queen, by the way, people. Don't hate. But I think it's a work. Just like the whole Charlotte and Nia Jax thing they tried to do a month or two ago was a work. Hey, if they want to cater to the toxic internet marks, so be it. I'm not mad because I'm still getting Brock and Roman. No beef with that. If you want to use the women's division to go after the toxic internet marks and get them more, no problem. Because it's low-key not going to hurt the overall product of the WWE. It's not. And I keep trying to tell you people, Vince knows what he's doing. He's not done yet. Toxic internet marks, the WWE's not dead. I can go check my stock portfolio and tell you the WWE's not going anywhere. I'll be nice. I know I was very happy the news I got because, I don't watch these pay-per-views. I mean, come on, man. I don't got time to be watching pay-per-views on a Saturday night. I really don't. I'm sorry. I don't got to watch them on a Sunday night. So what the hell? I'd rather watch shows, especially on Sunday night. I'd rather watch anything that's power-related, 50 Cent related, anything that's 50 Cent produced. I'm watching that over pay-per-views on Sunday nights. Let's just be real. I'm sorry. Sorry, Vince. Love you to death. TinyCon, don't give a goddamn, but still. I'd rather watch anything power-related, 50 Cent related, over pay-per-views on a Sunday night. But I will say this. Last night, I'm kind of pissed off I missed this. Josh Alexander beat Christian for the Impact Championship. Props. Get that belt off of those guys, and off of anything that's AEW related if I'm Impact. Smart, because the deal's ending soon. By the way, can you just give me 30 seconds? Spare me 30 seconds. Who really benefited from that forbidden door deal that Tiny Khan was out there talking about? Who really benefited? Remember, he was doing it to help the other guys, the smaller guys, the Impacts and the GCWs. And who did it really benefit? It didn't benefit GCW. Yeah, they got a little bit of press, but Nick Gage going to AEW and losing to Chris Jericho, I think that hurt Nick Gage more than it helped. My opinion. I still think they were stupid by taking the belt from Matt Cardona, but that's another story. Who did it really help? Because it didn't help these guys. Josh Alexander, okay, but wait, there's more. Alexander, new Impact champion for about 30 seconds because my man, the guy that I say should be running the business right now, my man Moose, is now your Impact champion. He cashed in his opportunity against Josh Alexander, and he walked away with the title like I said he would. They don't believe me? Go back to what I said on Twitter. Anyway. I'm having so much fun today. This was it was just so fun. But Moose is your new Impact champion. And I know Moose isn't going to AEW. See, Impact got some people to build around. Hopefully they stick to these guys. And thank God the so-called forbidden door is closed. Too bad Tony's mouth won't close. Anyway, we'll move on. New GCW Tag Team Champions, the Briscoe Brothers. I want to give a shout-out because it's one of my favorite teams out there. Been one of my favorite teams for years. I'm surprised that they're not in AEW, but hey, why would you want to put up with that crap when you can get paid to do the shows that you want to do? Smart. They're the new GCW Tag Champions, and they said something. I can't find my notes on it right now, but who cares? They said something about GCW reminded them of the old school ECW. Maybe. Only thing is I just don't like what they did with Nick Gage going to AEW and jobbing to Chris Jericho. I still don't understand why they let that happen. But hey, it is what it is. They could say they did it for the publicity, but dude had just come off of his own daggone dark side of the ring. I'm pretty sure he had enough publicity already. So him jobbing to Chris Jericho made no sense at all. I would have never have done that deal. Never have done that deal. Because let's be low-key real. Let's be real here, people. I think GCW puts on a better show than AEW, but that's my opinion only. I don't want the toxic internet marks to come at me. Actually, I want you to come at me. And this is where I have to go to a break. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we got the new color commentator of Pro Wrestling Express, Derek Wayne. Yeah. Hey, man, let me tell you something. In a couple of years, if this dude does what I believe he's going to do, you're going to be hearing a lot from Derek Wayne. Yeah, trust me. Besides the microphone skills on that commentary booth. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We'll be right back after this break. Saturday, October 30th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center with McKeesport Havoc. 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open 6:30. Bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for 8. Go to bit.ly/PWX October. We'll see you there.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. People, I can't wait. This Saturday night, October 30th, bell time, 7 o'clock, 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA, 15132. Go to bit.ly/PWX October and get those tickets to McKeesport Havoc. I can't wait. And I got a guy, I couldn't wait to get this dude on. It's been a minute since I've had guests, because, I don't like doing guests, but I got one guest in particular that I've been waiting to get on. And it's the new new color commentator of Pro Wrestling Express Television, which you can go to the Facebook page and check that out. Say it again? Derek Wayne.
It is Derek Wayne over here, and I do a little bit of play-by-play, too, whenever Joey Reckless can't keep up.
Well, hey, Joey Reckless is probably one of the best play-by-play guys out there in the business. He's low-key. He's not talked about, enough, in my opinion. But it's okay, though. People go to the Facebook page and check out the PWX TV show, or Bethel Park audience, check out the PWX TV show. But Derek Wayne, I want to thank you for finally joining me. I've become probably a fan of yours, Derek. Low-key, Stephon Devereux,
really?
CEO of PWX, has become a fan of Derek Wayne. You are one of the best color commentators, young color commentators out there, and it's time for you to get your respect.
Oh, man. Let me ask you something. If I'm such a fan of yours, okay, why don't you go ahead and book me as a wrestler?
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm just saying, look, I just don't think you're ready yet.
We'll save the excuses for later. We'll save the excuses for later.
As the CEO of PWX, I have to make sure that each wrestler is prepared once they get in the ring. We cannot have mistakes like I had before with the guy who got in the ring. And anyway, that's another story.
Okay,
are you excited about? Well, I'll put it like this: are you excited about this week's show?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely ready to go into this show. I can't wait to sit up there and I'd rather be in the ring, but I can't wait to be able to call some of these matches. It looks like we got some really good matches on the card coming up.
Yes, we do. I'm actually impressed with how things have turned out so far with Pro Wrestling Express. Remember, we were a company that were left for dead. We were told that we're done, and that was a year ago. And here, a year later, we got the longest reigning PWX champion, in my opinion, because they could sit there and say about the other guy. But this guy right here, O'Reilly Chambers, who I don't agree with a lot. I don't agree with the things that he does, but
you don't agree with him because you want him to shake hands and kiss babies, and you want him to be this great guy when you're looking past who O'Reilly Chambers is and what made him PWX champion for so long.
Why can't he be more like Josh Kavod? Joshua Kavod is probably one of the best. Joshua Kavod is probably one of the most popular wrestlers in our area. And why? Because he go out there, he works hard, he doesn't cheat. He doesn't cheat.
Okay,
that's why
he doesn't
I got
cheat, but he also doesn't win. He also doesn't win. How many times have we seen? Okay, maybe in a tag team situation, but how many title matches have we seen between Chambers and Kavod?
It's because Chambers cheats.
Well, at least it gets the job done.
Oh, goodness. So you're one of those guys, Derek. Derek, I thought you was one of the nice guys, man. Oh, my goodness.
You thought. Okay. I only did the whole making everybody play by the rules because that was my job as a referee, and I absolutely hated that job. I hated that job.
See, I thought that, once we put you in a commentating booth, that you add a perspective to the matches. But I've been noticing that, now that you mention it, you have been sitting with guys like O'Reilly Chambers recently. Okay, how about this? Situation that's going on between Bud Cassidy and Gusta Gardner. Now, you can add something to this because Gusta Gardner, from what I understand, you used to be his supervisor. Is that true?
Yeah, that much is true. I was Gusta Gardner's supervisor, but after a while, you kind of figure out that the guy can't really be helped. I mean, I don't know what his obsession is with gardening, but I think he should focus on wrestling a little bit more than gardening, or he can get out of wrestling and go ahead and follow his passion for gardening. You got a guy like Bud Cassidy. I mean, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's a lovable idiot. He's a lovable idiot.
You call him an idiot? He's a hard worker. The guy's out there. Do you not watch the show? He's doing odd jobs with Gusta Gardner. He got his own segment now. I mean, like, how the hell has Gusta Gardner got his own segment on the show now? That makes no sense. But what I understand, he's a hard worker and people respect him. That's why he got it. But anyway,
he's a hard worker, but he doesn't really have the brains. He works hard, but doesn't really think hard.
But you're saying Bud has the brains of the Cassidy family? Oh,
absolutely. You know what? If you want to go ahead and call out my time as a supervisor for Gusta Gardner, why don't you go ahead and point at my time working alongside Bud Cassidy? Okay? That's why almost every match that Bud Cassidy goes into, he wins.
Oh, so you're saying you're the reason he wins? Oh, my goodness. See, Derek, see this? I was starting to like you, Derek. I was really starting to like you, but now I'm starting to feel like, dude, we're on a different side of the aisle here, bro. I mean, if Bud is so smart,
different side of the aisle.
If Bud was so smart, okay, why is he taking a partner into a match that doesn't want to be on his side against a team like Pure Ignorance this Saturday night? Why is he doing that? If he was so smart.
Oh, man, here's the thing. He's smart because Gus doesn't really know what to do in that ring by himself. He really doesn't know what to do in that ring by himself. But if you give somebody the brains of Bud Cassidy leading him through, like Bud Cassidy could probably beat Pure Ignorance by himself. I mean, no knock on Pure Ignorance. No knock on Pure Ignorance. I know that they're tag team champions in other promotions. I've seen their work in other places. Matter of fact, I've actually reffed a few of their matches. Now, I know that they're a great tag team, but I also know how great Bud Cassidy really is.
Bud can't even keep his own daggone family in check. How's he supposed to beat Pure Ignorance by himself? Come on, man.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Out of the whole Cassidy bunch, Bud Cassidy is the smart one. Every once in a while, you have a litter of smart kids or whatever, and then you'll occasionally get the dumb one. It's the opposite in his family. I've met his family. It's a little interesting over there. But Bud Cassidy is an absolute genius. Matter of fact, I'm more out there to go ahead and follow Bud's lead. I'm not going to sit here and take credit for Bud's. Yeah, exactly. I'm not here to take credit for what Bud Cassidy has done. I'm here to say that if you listen to Bud Cassidy, you end up on the winning side every time.
Oh, goodness gracious. I can't. I heard enough about Bud. No, let's move on. We only got a few minutes here. Let's move on.
Go on
ahead. The TV title match.
Move on.
The TV title match. Slice taking on Sinborn. And Sinborn, he said, actually, it wasn't Sinborn, it was Lilith. Lilith said that this is going to be a sacrifice. That PWX they left Slice out to sacrifice. Let them sacrifice. Look, I don't want to get into all that, but who do you like in that match?
I have to go with Sinborn. Sinborn 100%. I'm sorry. You and I both watched Superior G's challenge.
Yeah,
he couldn't beat him in under 10 minutes.
Yeah, he couldn't. Good point.
He couldn't beat him. Not only could he not beat him under 10 minutes, he got beat under 10 minutes.
Well, okay. Well, speaking of Superior G's Cash App Challenge, J-Rue, the artiste, J-Rue, is taking up that challenge this Saturday night. What do you think?
Man, it is so hard. That is a hard one for me. Because
me too.
Personally, I've worked with J-Rue. I've worked with him as a promoter to a worker. I've worked with him. Not that I'm the promoter. I would never go ahead and take that. But I've worked with him over his promotion over at MVP. I've seen what he can do in the ring. I've actually been chopped by J-Rue. You know, just because I can't wrestle in your company, doesn't mean that other companies haven't let me in the ring. And I've been in battle royals. Yeah, I've been in battle royals over at MVP. Okay.
Hold on. Screw that. We got a minute and something seconds left. Let me tell you this real quick, buddy. You've been running your mouth a lot this show. You've been running your mouth. I had you on for 10 minutes. You've been running your mouth a lot. Let me tell you something. If you're big and bad, we got something coming up this Saturday night for the fans, for the kids. Got the Monster Bash Battle Royal. If you're that man, if you're that dude, you go in there and win. I'll put you in that Battle Royal. If you win the Battle Royal, guess what?
What?
You'll get a contract. A professional wrestling contract, not an announcer contract that you already have. We won't add to that. We'll give you a pro wrestling contract with PWX. You that man?
You that dude? Devereux, you finally make sense. Stephon, this is all I've ever asked for the last 3 months now. All I've ever asked for. You give opportunities, but you give more opportunities to other people. Let's be real. How many times have we seen Kavod versus Chambers? How many times have we seen Fight Society go out there? All the things that Fight Society did to make your life hell.
Business.
And then they go out and just demand things. Demand things, and you go ahead and give it to them. It's business.
Business.
It's business. I'm sorry.
You understand.
But
understand.
I'll understand.
Hey, look.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, you'll understand when I win that over-the-top rope battle royal.
Well, Derek, we'll see. But we got to run. Derek, I want to thank you for joining us. And Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Don't forget, bit.ly/PWX. October. Get those tickets this week, Saturday night. We'll see you then.